We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. But you look at this Bronco defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better and they're out to prove.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half, backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Now it's Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
On play action, now Rodgers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That one goes for 24 yards.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
He finds Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 41 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Broncos at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
The give is to McLaughlin.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A carry from McLaughlin.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Jerry McLaughlin
scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
It's third and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They go play action with Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
From his end zone, it's Rodgers on 3rd and long.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides. Look at him go.
And finally brought down at the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Straight ahead is home.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hall again.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. It's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
This hold in by Conklin.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They find some open field here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's McLaughlin. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jaleel McLaughlin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Paul on a give up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
26. 30.
Rodgers going to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers now to throw. Going up top.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can draft anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 64 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Welcome back now to Denver. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get 300. Get 300.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Here's a diving catch right side. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
17 yards. 1st down, New York.
Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's McLaughlin, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. It's McLaughlin, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, McLaughlin, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously.